Hey, it's Bill coming at you from Santa Monica, California. Excuse me. I just thought about it right before I started. I should say, hello. This is Bill coming at you live from Santa Monica, like Saturday Night Live does. I used to love that show. I still do. I think they're like the Simpsons. They're just timeless. I mean, I watched them literally in the 6th and 7th, 8th grade. And they've been able to keep themselves creative for all those years. It's just an amazing show. Anyway, I'm babbling again. No signs of Jack at all, which is disappointing. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm not wasting my time. A lot of people will say I'm wasting my money, but I'm not worried about that side of it. And you're never going to find out. That's very inexpensive to find out if they really want to help. I got stories coming out what about waste. It's part of the reason I started doing this. It's a shame that everybody thinks they're doing good by donating money. And I don't care if you're a multi-millionaire and get tax breaks for doing it. It's money you earned. And it's getting wasted. I mean, wasted. I can't say much because I'm not at the. I'm right at the edge of taking them to court too. I keep talking to them, trying to better the situation, but the rules I got. I don't care. It's the President of the United States of America, right down to the guy sitting next to me. You get 3 tries. If I can't get it through to you in 3 tries, then let somebody else deal with it. That's what we have them for. I hate lawyers, but they're a necessity. And, nobody likes doctors either. When you think about it, they love them when you got to go for one. That's when they love a doctor. Me, I love them all because I know what they do. I got to go to the doctors today. That's why I know Jack's not going to make it. He'll be back, but I'll have somebody in line by the time I see him again because I'm not going to adjust my schedule or rules for him. And if he wanted to ask me, well, is there any reasons that I got to really, when's the last minute I can tell you? I would have had to think about all this, but he didn't ask the question, so I don't care. And, but I have to go, I have people that contact me 2 days before, a day before, and the day of. What I have to tell them the day before, like they all know where I stay. Because I miss appointments. It's not intentional. I mean, I miss bad appointments. I mean, there's no good... I don't know how to put that the right way, but I miss appointments that take a year to get. The specialist I have to see, you don't miss those appointments. And anyway, that's some of the chaos. I'll get into that. That could be weeks worth of BS. What was I going to say about today? Oh, I forgot to say why I can't say Saturday Night Live, because they always want to start the jokes off right then. Me, I always want to make sure I close on the end with something happy. So it aligns a little bit, but and their goal is to make fun of everybody and everything and have fun. That's why I love the show. I mean, if you're on that, if you are either on the show or part of the show or being made up by the show, and you get offended, you're a bigger a-hole than anybody ever figured. And that's what the show points out, how much of an a-hole you can be. That's what it should be called. Saturday Night Live. Welcome to A-Hole Night. That's why I love that show. I mean, I don't care who you are. If you get on that show and you get tooled on, you deserve it because you are on that show. That's what it's for. I mean, it's just the way it is. And if you get made up fun while you're being, if you're the president, like the ones with Jim Carrey. No, not Jim Carrey, I'm sorry. Dana Carvey, when he was doing Bush. Uh, even, see, that's what I mean. President Bush even made a comment how much he enjoyed Dana Carvey as he was leaving office. And I don't mean it like that day. I somewhere in the I'd say 6 month period before he left office, he had made comment that he enjoyed Dana Carvey's skits on Saturday Night Live, and it's true. That's the most powerful man in America saying he was good enough with the joking. Go ask Trump. And the problem is that I'm sure President Bush could sit back and look at it and say, yeah, I could probably see that. Trump, no, I'm not that way. His lips out, I don't do that. I am God. No, you're not. You work for us, Junior. That's exactly right. Mr. Trump, you work for us. We pay you. I know you have a hard time understanding that because you're the most spoiled brat shit I've ever seen. But somehow you managed to get into the office. But it's freedom of speech. I can say anything I want to you about you or anything else. You can't say a thing. Only thing I can't do legally is threaten your life, which I'm not have any interest. I have people that have tried to kill me that I don't have any interest in, so that's the only thing you can harm me with. And, most people out here don't understand. They'll hear you say something because you're the president that is so ignorant that it's hard to believe that a president of the United States of America could be that ignorant and say it in front of the world. It's mind-boggling. And I try to figure out my mind. I don't know why I'm on this topic, but it's a good one. I can't figure for the life of me. Like, my sister's a supporter, and I love my sister. We won't. I don't talk politics for this very reason, because any supporter out here, you can argue all you want, but I know I'm right. The facts are, between the two, he is the better choice. I mean, Hillary was getting a little too cozy in the office. We did, as a country, I told you, I found out Trump's the perfect president for us to have right now. I mean, any country that's willing to loan us money is an idiot. He doesn't pay his own bills back. You think he's going to pay this one? Come on. It's just common sense. It took me forever to get that aligned in my mind, but I knew there was a reason, because I knew we had two choices, and as a country we did it. It took forever to figure it out, because I knew we shouldn't be voting for Hillary. Just a little too cozy. I mean, she had a stencil putting on the sidewalks, and don't get me wrong, I think Clinton years with him as president was the best years I think I've ever seen. Everybody was employed, gas prices were good, everything. There's a reason, but, that combination of power, force, and appeal dispersed when he left office. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, back to Trump. Yeah, I can just talk about this because I'm going to laugh no matter what. But anyways, I know I've said this, but he's the perfect guy. He's, like I said, if he isn't willing to pay his own debt down, well, why in the world would he ever take on this? I mean, he's the perfect guy. And I already know we're going to shoe him in for 4 more years, which is perfect. By the end of 4 more years, especially with COVID-19, we're, we're just going to tell everybody. We're blaming. He'll find a reason. That's understandable. He does it every time. It's perfect. It was. We didn't even know COVID-19 was coming when we elected him. I told you I believe in karma. A lot of people in this country must have been doing something pretty good right before the right before the election, because we got our karma, and he's the guy in office right now. I'm pumping him up right now because the one quality he has that I enjoy is that he's so arrogant that he will tell everybody, "Go screw yourself. You were dumb enough to lend us the money. Well, shame on you." and, and we might be the only country left that has only one other country that'll loan us money, but screw it. It's got to be the biggest country with the most money because we need a loan. And without us, I mean, it's perfect. It's brilliant. It's how he's always existed. Without him, we lose all of these jobs. Without him, we do this. Without this, we don't have a billionaire that's throwing money at stuff. I mean, just him. He supports the economy just in his stupidity, and he does it willingly with his own money. So, I think he's perfect. Let's get the economy out. COVID-19 is going to do a lot of political stretching and fixing. I mean, it's going to be necessary. COVID-19 is perfect timing. The planets have aligned. The Earth is getting clearer. Everyone can see it. I mean, you can actually see pyramids now, like you used to be. Well, not used to be. 2,000 years ago, we'll never see that. But 40, 50 years ago, we haven't seen that in a while. So, that's the whole thing. If you look about it the right way, America is it's poised to become the most beautiful place in the world to live. I'm only working on Santa Monica, but it's right there. And all you got to do is start being a little happier and saying hi. You see, we don't. I know it's tax dollars. You're walking down the street and you got extra change in your pocket. You see a homeless guy. Hey, I hope this helps you out. I know it's not enough to get a coffee or a beer, and don't say coffee, because if they're homeless, and this isn't a rule, it's a better rule. Chances are they're gonna drink. And I hate saying that, but it's the truth. They're gonna get something with it other than food. I've already explained that. Sorry, my eyes are still all messed up this morning. And I got look at the homeless too. I didn't even look at that. Ooh-wee. Something sexy. Anyway, the homeless stuff. Let's go back to Trump. That's always funny. Oh. I don't watch TV. I really don't. I just watch the things about COVID, and I get that on my phone. I don't want to know what stupid things he's done. I was talking about the Constitution. Then I start to wonder about things like that. Did he ever read it? I wonder. I don't know. I know we covered it in my school. I don't know if we were forced to read it. I know I read it. You'd think somebody like the president has forced to read it, so he knew what the heck he was saying. But he might be ADHD or whatever that is, because I've heard people saying, he's got the same symptoms as me. I live with them. They're a good judge of character. Trust me. Here comes the dump truck. Not truck. Garbage truck. I swear, I think there's a challenge down at the city hall. It might be there too. but it's definitely at the where they park those trucks. They gotta have a pool on see who can get their day's route done. You know, they all throw $1 in the pot or something, because these guys, I swear, it's like watching a NASCAR race. This is the third one this morning already. They all have a different problem today. This is the neighborhoods today's, I said I had to go to get my head scanned. I don't know what this one is. I don't know if it's my throat or my melon. It doesn't matter. It's the same machine. And it won't matter if it's, I don't know if I get injections for them to, doesn't matter. Some of them make you a little nauseous, but they don't make, nothing happens to me. I don't know why. They're like, this might, I'm like, give it to me. Whatever it does, I'll deal with it. Well, we have to tell you. Okay, tell me. Waste your time. What do we do? Oh, let's get to, Trump is funny, but it's not the kind of funny I like, because it affects people. That's the funny I don't like. It's hilarious, but it's not funny. Let's get to something funny. Talked to my accountant yesterday. I think I mentioned that, Chuck. Talked to him yesterday, and I haven't talked to him in years. I said, how you doing? We haven't played, we used to play golf like once a week just to catch up on stuff. And we haven't played golf in, I want to say like 10 or 12 years, but it's more like 15 or 18. And I said, how you doing? Little fatter, little slower, and a little richer, I think he said. I said, well, he said, how you doing? I said, well, you haven't heard, but I said, I finally got 12 inches. He says, really? I said, yep. I said, I can brag now. he says, here comes, this is another lap with the third truck. Here he goes, off and running. He's not coming by me this way. You can hear the truck, though. I'm telling you, they got a pool at the city, whatever that thing's called. I used to know stuff like that, but I don't need to know it anymore. I'm not going to work to remember it. What was they saying? It was funny. Oh, Chuck, yeah. So, he hadn't known about this, and I was telling him about the 12 inches I got. And I said it, in such a way that I was like, I got 12 inches. And he knows, doesn't know, but I mean, if he knew, if I had 12 inches, my name would be John Holmes, or Ron Jeremy, I'm built out of it. So, he knows I'm not talking that, but that's how I'm making it sound. So he said, he says, what you talking about? I said, it starts right at the top of my head. It goes all the way to my ear. And then he says, wow. I said, yeah, you're not kidding. I said, you'd think it would impress women, but I said, it scares them. He's like, what's going on? I said, I've had brain surgery twice. I went to this whole story you guys know about. And he's like, oh my God, oh my God. Tell him about the not walking, all that stuff. He's like, oh my God. He says, you're still here? I said, that's what they said. I said, I don't know. I said, must have been something in the air. And, oh my God, it was too funny though. He says, well, I told him, I said, we got to go golfing. I told him, I said, he lives in Florida and he knows all sorts of people. So I told him I want John Taffer somehow. He said, I'll work on it. And I told him about the golf, and I said, line up the golf game. I said, that's our golf game now. I said, but I want him, if John Taffer's coming out to Florida for this, I said, pick the best golf course we can get on. So I told him I want Fisher Island again. So That's the best course it's not the best quality built course. It's the most prestigious. That's what I told him I wanted. So, and it is a pretty course. It's one bugger of a hole. I don't like how it was played, but it's not a. They think it's hard, but it's not hard. It'll be an awesome course to play for me on because I have played it, so I know the challenges unless they changed it, which I doubt. And I know how to play this one particular hole. Nobody will ever take the shot that I take, and it's worked for me. So I'm going to take it again. It puts me right on the green. They say it's an impossible green to get on, and I got on it. One shot. I literally told him, I said, that's going to be in the cup. And I've never made a hole in one. Never. Not my father hasn't either. Or that I know of. Never. One of his business partners got like 7 of them. My father is an excellent golfer. I mean, excellent. Well, not anymore. I don't think he golfs anymore. But he never, ever, in my knowledge, ever had a hole in one, and I don't think I ever will either. But he holds course record at like God knows how many courses. But never a hole in one. Isn't that ironic? And that's like not a professional, but a serious golfer's not either dream/goal. So to be robbed of it for him has got to be huge, especially with all of the course records he's made. Hey, we can't get everything we want in life. He did pretty well, though. Alright, I'm going to leave that because I have a smile. Oh my God, I got 21 minutes. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I needed to talk, though. Alright, I'm sorry. I doubt I'm going to be the afternoon one. And I know I can do my evening one. I'll tell you how the doctor thing went. It's nothing. It's just a scan. But I'll tell you how it went. And then we can go into something else. Have a great day. Be happy. Be smile. Think of that. You don't have to go to the hospital today. Well, most of you don't have to go to the hospital today because your head's been squawked. So there's something to think about and be smiling. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.